Good afternoon. I'm Jeff. I'm an alcoholic. Well, Betty, we're all here now. Some of us here have been working toward this day for quite some time, as you know. That's what happens when you're the first family. People have to be ready to honor you in just the right way, ready to remember you in just the right way, ready to describe our memories of you in just the right way, ready to pray for you and your family in just the right way. But many of us here today, I dare say perhaps most of us here today, have no recollection at all of you, Betty, as first family, or perish the thought of you as first lady. I never knew you that way, and I think I can speak for thousands of us who reclaimed our lives just a few short miles from here. We never knew you that way. We knew you as Mrs. Ford, founder, board chair, lecturer, our omnipresent face of recovery here in the desert, in Grand Rapids, in Vail, on Larry King, Good Morning America, so many other TV shows. And then on campus, we got to know you as Betty. We saw you in the rooms. We listened to you tell stories about your own feelings, your own guilt, your own ups, your own downs, your own memories of loneliness and fear and shame. And we could relate to that, Betty. We felt close to you for that. All of a sudden, it was okay for us to have those feelings, because you made us understand it didn't have to be that way anymore. And so we were embarking on this journey together with you, but it was very scary. We had no clue how to operate or do anything. Me, without vodka. I had no clue that it was possible to feel any other way than scared to death, hysterical. I had no clue that there was a way out of my desperate loneliness and my overwhelming guilt. But I remembered what you told us the first week we were here back in September of 1983. I remember you said it didn't have to be that way anymore, that it had been that way for you, and that by listening to your counselors down in Long Beach and by opening up to other patients who were there with you and by speaking openly and honestly with your loving family and friends, each day began to get better as you slowly learned how to peel away those horrifying feelings of sadness, of anger, and of guilt. And you said something that I've never forgotten. You said that you had discovered that you were allergic to alcohol. That rang the bell for me. That, Betty, made it understandable. I could grasp allergic. And so we began to understand that what the heck, if you could do it, with all the pressures on you every day, living in the White House, for goodness sake, living with a leader of the free world, maybe, just maybe, if we worked at it like you told us to, maybe we could also get some relief from the darkness that we had become almost comfortable with, from the abyss that we had fallen into, from, yes, hell. So, day by day, one by one, and in the loving care and protection of your amazing staff and volunteers, we began to understand maybe, just maybe, if I do what they tell me, if I do as you told us you did, Betty, maybe there's hope. Maybe there's relief today, tonight, when I finally go to sleep. If I can go just one more day without a drink, just one day, like you said, excuse me. Strange time to pick that up, wasn't it? Just one day, like you said, then maybe I'll be able to feel just a tiny bit better. And so off we went on this journey into the wilderness called treatment. Off we went. Scared, angry, scared, lonely, scared, terrified. But the warm and loving embrace for us, of us, that you and Leonard had envisioned so many years ago at this incredible place of healing began to take hold. Lectures, group, meetings, group, jobs, group, journal, group, pool aerobics, group, feed the ducks, group. My goodness gracious, we were beginning to learn that it was actually okay to trust each other, that it was actually okay to be ourselves, that the process of purging ourselves of those decades of poison, that it was actually possible to walk away from our toxic behavior. And that the more confidence we were able to build within ourselves, and the more we watched and listened to your regular talks to us of reassurance and support, the more we began to understand what this thing, recovery, was all about. And as the years have changed, and as the world has changed, more than any of us would ever have believed, the wisdom and support we take every day from the rooms has guided us in the right way. And you were the one who introduced us to this, Betty. You were the one who helped us understand we can walk with God. We can walk together each and every day, and our lives will be better. What a gift to us, to several generations of those like us who need help and who just need to learn how to generate a little pride and self-respect. What a gift. What a profound legacy. I remember you saying so often, don't thank me, thank yourself. You're the one who's doing it with God's help. Okay then. Thank you. Thank you, God, for bringing us this extraordinary lady, this brave and inspirational pioneer into our lives, all of our lives, even those who haven't experienced the gift of treatment or recovery. All of us are supremely better for having known you, Betty, for having been inspired by you, and for having shared love with you. May God now grant you the peace and reward that you helped so many of us learn about and experience. Yes, God's grace upon you, dear Betty. The world is so much a better place for your having been here with us. You'll never know how much we miss you. And oh yes, before I finish, please give your boyfriend a hug from us. Lord knows we miss him too. Godspeed, Betty. Godspeed.